Hi, this is a video that a subscriber request. I don't know why I can't talk. Um, they wanted to know who will Leonardo DiCaprio marry. Oh my god! As usual, my dog, Dr. Disco, was acting a bit wild. Okay, I think he saw his ball, so whatever. Maybe I'll just try to make this quick. I was getting, even just like reading the request, I was already getting some downloads. I'm not going to use tarot cards because the last video I was like shuffling tarot cards and laying them out, but like just giving a straight up psychic reading and not even looking at the cards. So let's just do it straight reading. So, okay. The feeling I get, the initial feeling I got, I'll just describe that and then I'll check in with how I feel about that right now. But my feeling was that like he wouldn't really get married, and marriage is like a certain thing. Like you can have relationships and not get married, right? Where's your ball? Okay. And sorry, I'm just getting his ball. Okay. And I feel like because he was a child actor, you're put in these sort of adult environments that can be high pressure and not that great all the time. And so I kind of feel like some people overstepped in his youth, just making him feel uncomfortable one way or the other, like women specifically, I guess, and making it so that like that he had good reason to be questioning people's motivations and just like a little bit of a lack of complete trust that was like well earned in these cases. So that sort of like turns him off this wanting to build with someone, because like people have agendas, right? And then if someone has an agenda and they're always living with you, then it kind of takes you off your course. And he's someone who values his course and his career, and he's done a good job at choosing I'm looking for the ball again, choosing really good projects and designing his life like in a respectful manner, choosing like high quality projects, and doing a great job and getting awards for it and stuff. So like, he knows what he's doing in regards to that. And like, if someone can't be independent minded enough to just be with him and enjoy him and really have gratitude for his time and his efforts and what, gifts he might be giving in terms of staying at cool places or whatever. Go get the ball, honey. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. You can get that. Oh my god. Like, what can I give this dog to eat? Go get your ball. I see it. Anyway, yeah, like the people that will do well in his life are people who have their own life and who are stable and appreciate him for the moment, like living in the present moment that they have together. So I don't think he sees himself as some kind of like Prince Charming, like problem solving, coming to your rescue. Like, no, I don't feel like that's his vibe. And he's dealt with people like other actresses who's co-starred with him who really like heavily imposed like an enmeshing of their lives. Like I would think of like someone like the Titanic actress was just like a bit overkill in the like I love you so much kind of thing, because it's like you can love someone unconditionally and not need to say that. You don't need to underline, you don't have to tell the world how incredible your relationship is with someone. Like I kind of sort of see her in that case being really self-serving and trying to like make the public believe that she's like the object of romantic love, like epic, like like kind of trying to outdo Titanic in a way, like and is that narcissism? Maybe, you know. Um, I certainly wouldn't want to be like in a hallway sitting on chairs waiting for an audition, like sitting next to her, because there's this sort of competitive, like over the top vibe she puts off. Um, that's not to say like she isn't a great actress or a cool person or whatever, but like she has to own up to her vibe. Like it's a strong vibe. And like what's her motivation to tell the world how epic their romance is? Or it's like, if you love him that much, like why are you marrying other guys? You know what I mean? Like if he's like the best, like then just like enjoy that love instead of like having family or whatever with other famous actors or directors. Like what's the point of sharing that with anyone? But you don't see like Leonardo DiCaprio going around going like talking about his epic romances. Like she's obviously not like understanding him well in that regard. Maybe that's why they never got married. Or, and I feel like he really enjoys his time with his like male friends too, like just having fun, like visiting places in the world or just being cool, having a few laughs or whatever, like like shooting the shit, whatever. He seems like a grounded person, and he has, he's made his own life, and he lives his life on his own terms, and that's his right. I feel like, so I don't feel like marriage is like, he's not like losing sleep at night going like, who am I gonna marry? Like he's not buying into that, like you could say outdated model of love, and he's also been dealing with some like over the top feminine energies, like I would say like Giselle Bundakin, like seems like she enjoys exerting her power in a relationship. Like if you see an interview about Tom Brady or something, like she's always in the background going like changing his diet or like asking him when he's gonna retire. Like I don't know, just like if she was really letting Tom Brady like be Tom Brady, you wouldn't be hearing about like her input and all the it's like you shouldn't have to say like, oh, I couldn't have done it without my wife, or it's like that kind of stuff where they need that. It's not enough for just her to be awesome. Like she needs to be the wife of, the girlfriend of so and so, and be like micromanaging them or whatever. That's my vibe about her. So after having experienced like egotistical, powerful women, who are a handful, it's like if he has the choice, if he's not like economically forced to like 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 the saying, like if you're not paying the bills, I don't need to like have your input, kind of. That's not how you say that thing, but like you know what I mean. He's able to like pay his own bills, so he doesn't need to take heed to other people's criticisms or guidance and stuff. Also, he has a lot at stake by combining with someone, because like someone might have some kind of like dark history that pops up and then like reflects itself on his career and everything he's built. Like I really see him as, from a young age, being really wise about his projects and his career and what he's creating. And he's not going to let someone like F that up. And marriage is like the fast track to effing up your reputation, or like, because you're like joining. It's like Kanye and Kim. It's like on his own, Kanye is like really cool songwriter, excellent performer, like visionary, brave person. Combine that with Kim, who like seemingly is about like creating this business about persona and like possibly making her kids be a part of that, which is like unethical because they don't have a say. It's like like that's something she's gonna have to unpack when they're 18 and older, when they're like, why did you you know what I mean? So it's like on his own, Kanye wouldn't be touched by all this drama and stuff, but like I get it because it's like nice to have kids and you gotta have kids with someone, right? Unless you adopt or whatever. But anyway, so Leonardo like understands that danger and he's probably seen it a million times, like played over in his friends and people around him, and just anytime you eat dinner with someone that's like making the papers or whatever. So it's just like no thank you to that kind of lifestyle. So he's not I don't feel he's in any rush to marry. So like people need to maybe shut up about like when's he gonna marry, because like maybe like the last thing on his mind. And God bless him if he knows what he wants and is being ecological about that with people's hearts and stuff, just letting them know what's up. Um, I'm just gonna think about like if there's any other information on that. I feel like there's a lot of people that want to marry him. That's what I'm picking up. Um, I do feel like he does, in terms of having a family and stuff. I don't feel he's against that. Like, if he did, it would be with someone like really sane who's maybe doesn't even need to live in the same house, but like nearby. You know what I mean? Like he still has to have his own brain energy field to himself to function. He's not gonna be like the married with children kind of dad. He's just like, oh my god, like you know, that's not him. Um, I do feel like he wants to leave that sort of positive legacy. So I can see him having like one or two kids, one way or the other. That it's meaningful to him. But on that vibe, like I feel like some feminine annoyance with him. So it's kind of like how like you can have kids with someone, uh, and it's great at first, and then you and that other adult person you had the kids with like no longer get along, and then your ex partner is like mad at you, but you still love your kids. That's the vibe I get. Is like where he could have kids with someone in a maybe not married fashion or whatever, and then that person there's some mild. I don't feel like this person's really trying to make his life difficult at all. It feels like a very light sprinkling of annoyance. Because probably anybody that has a kid with him would be cared for financially or whatever. So like, it, you can't get that mad at him if he's doing his best in that regard. Um, yeah. So, and I feel like the kids that he would have would be like you know engaged and interested and kind of like very quickly get into their own thing and their own career really quickly and a sort of independence like from the gate. I don't know if it's because like kids these days are more spiritual because and just sort of know who they are from like the gate and just get on with their business, because there's so much faster communication and access to everything and you can learn anything really quickly and, it's like by the time he has a kid and they become 10, which is like I don't know, whatever 13 years from now, or whatever, like however that works out, like by the time the kid is like consciously making their world a reality, like I feel like the actual parenting stuff of his involvement would be like 0 to 8 years, and then the kid is like really adept at kind of running their own like little baby CEO kind of vibes on that, like happy and just doing their own thing, you know. That's kind of cool. Maybe they take after their dad in terms of like he was really wise when he was younger and made good career choices, and you know, so like that DNA kind of running in the family or whatever. Um, yeah. So I just sort of feel like with Leonardo DiCaprio, it's like don't try to step to him with a bunch of drama or list of things you want or what you know. It's like enjoy him for his vibe, and maybe things would work out. Like it depends on just how chill you are, and at the end of the day, it's like up to him how he wants to run things because he's not someone you can manipulate. I feel like so anyone with an agenda won't last too long. With so anyway, that's my reading on will Leonardo DiCaprio get married. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have a request about like a celebrity reading, those are kind of fun and you know a nice way to engage with you guys. And if anybody has an interest or need in having a distance healing with me, be happy to talk to you about like what you need and how long a session you want and stuff like that. It's always fascinating to meet another soul and see what comes up as guidance and to help clear your energies and bring in uh, excellent things and good luck and you know clarity and stuff. All right, well have a good afternoon. Talk to you later. Bye.